Alright, so welcome back to my Ayrton Senna driver career mode. We finally go to the best track on the F1 calendar, none other than Spa-Francorchamps. In the standings, we currently lead in the drivers by 37 points after getting back onto the top step in Hungary. Bit of a boring race, to be honest, just sort of led from start to finish, but there was some decent battles between me and Leclerc, and in the constructors, we currently lead by 15, so not really anything in it. And to be honest, the only reason the gap is remotely like that small is because look at Lando Norris on 56 points at the moment, P8 in the Drivers' Championship, and yeah, Sergio Perez ain't doing that well compared to his teammate, but he's what, 80 points behind, 70 odd points behind, Lando 130 points behind me. And also, more troubling news. If we take a look at the vehicle performance comparison thing, as you can see, we have now dropped down to 3rd, and we are actually equal with Aston Martin. I don't know where they've come from. They're actually a diddy bit ahead. But yeah, we're pretty much equal with Aston and Red Bull, with Mercedes about there. So from now on, I reckon these races are going to be incredibly difficult to win and just score points in general. So, qualifying, Belgium Grand Prix. I think it's a sprint race. I don't remember. Let's go. Alright, so welcome to qualifying. Now, at the minute, Charles Leclerc has the fastest lap time, a 1 minute 40.9. So let's see how close I can get to that. It's been a very long time since I've driven around here, and I'm not even using that as an excuse. I'm actually a bit sad about that, because I truly love this track. Whether I'm any good at it, I have no idea. I just like driving around here, so let's see. Around turn 1, a little bit wide, but not awful, I guess. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use all of my overtake at the end of Erosion Radion and just down this straight and just get some utterly stupendous straight line speeds. With the moment, Sector 1 is Danny Rick at 30.8. Let's see how close I can get to that. What kind of straight line speed we're doing? 350 is pretty good, and we are going to be 3 tenths up. I've gone a little bit too... turning a little bit too late there, but that's fine. A little bit wide through those corners, but this is my first lap, so, you know, give me a chance. Try not to lose the rear through here. That held on quite nice. Swing her in here like you're silly. Bend it like Beckham, some will say. Right on the edge, not in the gravel, just about. And then through poo on, a little lift. Avoid that inside curb, because you will die. You just will. You will go into that barrier over there and do a Giovinazzi. Sector 2 is going to be a 14 dead. This corner I really struggle with because you can't actually touch them inside curbs. You will go flying, but car feels fantastic. Anyway, Sector 2 is about to show up. We are now 7 tenths up on Daniel Ricciardo's time, which doesn't really mean a whole lot because you'd expect me to be up on him anyway, but we really care about how fast I am compared to the leaders. And this lap hasn't been bad. I say it so far, there's about, 3 tenths in there maybe. And I'm getting a very subtle slipstream off this Red Bull as well. Brake late and wide, get in there. Got to be very careful on the exit because the rear isn't the most stable thing in the world. We crossed the line, and we are going to put it P6, which isn't awful, I don't think. We're about a tenth away from Fernando... Oh, I've hit the wall. From Fernando Alonso in P4. And to be honest, I didn't use nearly enough overtake there. I don't think I used any down that back straight, so that's actually really bad from me. So there's easily like half a second in that lap still. Oh, I'm getting excited. That is some serious pace. So yeah, at the moment, Leclerc has actually improved his lap time by about half a second from a 40.9 to a 40.5. I don't know how he's managed it. But looking at the sector times, we are up on Lando Norris by a tenth and a half, even though that lap was quite poor, in my opinion. 10th and a bit in Sector 1, and then 3 tenths in Sector 2, and 2 tenths in Sector 3. I reckon that is very findable. It's clear that I am running a lot less downforce than the cars around me, because my Sector 2 is bad, but my Sector 1 and 3 are okay. So, little bit more in Sector 2, use more overtake, and you never know. I think a pole is doable, but I'd say a top 3 is a lot more realistic. Right, now this is interesting. I've got a bit of traffic, and none other than Lando Norris is right behind me. And I am kind of blocking him here, but honestly, I'm not really interested. Oh, who is this? Is that Hamilton? What are we doing? Oh no, I've lost the rear. Okay, that is not how you want to start your final run. Luckily for me, though, every car is going to start getting out the way. Round turn 1. Max Verstappen goes fastest, a 40.1. Or was that a 40.4? I think it was a 40.4. 2 tenths up, using a bit more overtake. Now, though... Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, well done. No, 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 no! Ooh, that was too close. I was sort of hoping the Haas would wait until this straight to, like, let me by, because then I'd get a really nice slipstream. We still get kind of a slipstream. But through Sector 1, I have managed to find 3 tenths of a second. Brake a lot earlier through there. Try not to lose the rear. Oh, it's very slippery. Oh, it's very dodgy, but I'm holding on quite nicely. I am up by half a second. The track ramp is insane at the moment. Oh, no, I've lost the rear and I've gone off. Oh, no. That has spoiled everything. Pooh. Through Sector 2, I've not even found any improvement. I've only found about half a tenth, and... Oh, I've bottled it so bad. I thought I had too much confidence. I thought I'd be alright just sending it, and I just didn't. I lose the rear, I go off, and I am up, but it's nowhere near enough to challenge probably the top 3, to be honest. Around the bus stop chicane, I can maybe find a little bit of time on the exit. I have done, but... Oh, poo, what's it going to be? Okay, you know what? That is... 2 things. 1, extremely disappointing, because the fact I've just finished 3rd with that lap time means that a pole position was definitely on. Yes, I was 2 and a bit tenths away, 3 tenths away, but that was easily findable during that lap. I mean, you think I was half a second up after Sector 1, like a little bit of Sector 2, and in the end, I only improved by 2.5 tenths. If I just continued that lap and continued improving, there's 6-7 tenths in that lap and an extra 4 tenths, which would have got me the pole. Good news is, though, you're telling me that I can do a lap that bad and still get a P3. This car is fast and I'm feeling fast. Lando Norris, another stinker, down in P8. Championship rival Max Verstappen in P1. Gonna be interesting race, of course. Spa, very, very good for overtaking. I think, you know, the win is definitely possible. So let's go and try and win. And welcome to Sunday's Grand Prix. And to be honest, I'm a bit surprised by the fact that it's all sunny, because looking at the radar, it actually said it was going to be raining. Maybe we could have a little bit of a mixed conditions kind of race, you know, sort of halfway through, the rain starts falling. You know, that could be quite exciting. And I just want to say, before we start this Grand Prix, if you could please like the video, because it helps a lot. Cheers. Anyway, let's go. Now, the strategy interests me as well, because I didn't think the softs were going to be usable, but I suppose we're doing so few laps. I mean, this is only a 15-lap race because each lap is so long. I suppose the softs would work, and according to this, the wear is only going to be 40, which is really not too bad. In fact, I think I'm going to pit a lap earlier, because the mediums have similar wear now. Yeah, I much prefer that. Is it slower? It's slower by 2 tenths, but I think the undercut could be really nice with soft tyres. Fuel, get that down, and as you can see on the top, the weather, it actually does say that we're going to get rain at the very end, so that could be quite exciting. But without further ado, I think we're ready for a potentially fan-dabby-dozy Belgium Grand Prix. Let's just hope it's not like 2021, and let's do this thing. Alright, come on then. I've been so bad at starts in this F1 game. Can I have a good one for once? That's not awful, but the cars around me have had a very good one, including Fernando Alonso, who is going to go around the outside, the cheeky bugger, and he's got himself into P3 then, P2 actually. My goodness, what a driver. I've actually dropped down a place, down to P4, almost lost another place to Carlos Sainz, but now we can unleash the speed and power of my McLaren. And oh, I can't even overtake because they're going wheel to wheel. That's really annoying. But my straight line speed is very competitive, as you can see. And I'm still in this fight. We've got Verstappen and Alonso giving it some. This could be quite a big move. I'm going for it. Round the outside of Max Verstappen, potentially. No, he's going to defend very, very well. Good defending, Max Verstappen. You win this round. I think my favourite thing about this track is it's just the fact that, like, you always have to do corrections, but, like, you sort of have to. And it's, like, fast. Like, some tracks you just drive really smooth. Around here, you're always, like, doing corrections. That might just be a skill issue, but I feel like that comes with the track, and it's really, really fun, to be honest. I always say I hate oversteer, but around here it's actually quite good. Anyway, no one cares. round the bus stop chicane to finish lap 1. And yes, I have dropped a place, but I mean, just from this first lap, my speed looks really, really strong, especially down the straights. With DRS, I am going to be a force to be reckoned with. Also, the ERS recharge seems like really, really strong. And, you know, I went from 20% to 60% in 1 lap. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be able to use so much. And here we go. Can I get a move done on my championship rival using overtake, using DRS, outside line, late on the brakes, swoop it round. And that is absolutely gorgeous. It's a shame that I completely messed up the rest of that. That was a really nice overtake, and I am now up into the podium places and ahead of my title rival. Lovely stuff. Next up is Fernando Alonso, who, remember, technically has the fastest car now, and I need to try and stay within a second of him and get that DRS, but he is quick, and so is Leclerc, to be honest. Underrated driver. Fastest lap for Ayrton Senna. I had a really strong exit out of the bus stop. That should help me. If I can have a nice exit here as well, which I have done, get that hot lap on, and this could be really good. I mean, I am quite far away, but my straight line speed is so good, you just never know. And maybe Alonso can go for the move on Leclerc, go wheel to wheel, I third party, that kind of thing. Or I just get past Alonso. Let's see. Making our way down the straight. Fernando Alonso going for it on Charles Leclerc. Here we go. Into turn, I even know what corner. Trying to do a little switcheroo. Oh my goodness, round the outside of Leclerc. Oh my goodness. What have I just done? That was immaculate. I am truly the best driver in the world. There's a reason people compare me to Jim Clark. I am so good. I won't lie, the AI were a bit clumsy there and let me do that, but I don't care. That was a fantastic move. And I have gone from P3 to P1 in like a matter of seconds. And now, I said it in my Jack Doohan video and it didn't really go too well. I'm going to take a quote from Hugh Bird to Checo Perez in Singapore 2022 and say, "Let's disappear." Ignore, I just drove off track. I was looking at the camera. I can't see. Right, and the pit window is officially open. It's been about 3 or 4 laps since I last spoke to you. And when I said let's disappear, once again, I haven't really disappeared, but the gap has increased. Fernando Alonso has managed to get past Leclerc. And honestly, I came to the conclusion that I can actually use Hot Lap ERS for the entire lap and the entire race. And I get so much recharge back that it's actually sustainable. I am using Hot Lap the entire lap and still gaining ERS at the end of it. But yeah, we are going to be stopping on this lap, going for the undercut on the rest of the field. Now, the reason I'm going for the undercut still is, as you can see, P20, I think I'm in my team career mode, is actually relatively close still. So if I stop now, I should come out P20. Is that correct? Yes. So I pit, come out P20, then I've got clear air to get a nice hot lap in and maybe extend my lead. So that's my thinking on the strategy. Also, I know probably like one person cares watching this, and that's me, but this car is so good. Like, I can't get over how nice it is. It is genuinely, unfathomably, unbelievably good. Like, this is the best the car has felt, probably like ever. And I'm having a great time. It's always a joyous day when I come on to play Ayrton Senna career mode, but even more so today. Like, this is just class. Into the pit lane we must go. Let's try and not collide into a wall. I don't know why the pit lane's so tight through there, but smashed it, to be fair. Into the pits we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. And to make it even more perfect, can we get a nice stop time? Yes, we can. Of course we can. So, actually, who's that? Sergio Perez also stops and goes for the undercut, but look at the clear air I've got. Kind of. Not really, but, you know, there is a little bit. So now, hot lap ERS on, overtake on for 1 or 2 laps, and then we'll see where we come out. I think I should always still be first unless I, like, spin. But it's about how far in first I can get to. But remember, before I pitted, it was about 3.5 seconds, so keep that in the noggin. Fastest sector 2 for Fat Crim on this first outlap, and yeah, These medium tyres are nice. We do have Sonoda and Porsche having a bit of a scrap at the moment. I am going to have to get by them. So let's just do that real quick. Beep, beep, coming through. Don't mind me. Skadoosh. Bye. Okay, managed to clear them pretty easily and pretty quick. Now cars are starting to come in, and I get a nice bit of DRS, which is helping massively. And Max Verstappen is in. Max Verstappen stops. Max Verstappen and Leclerc, actually. Leclerc also stops. And as you can see, I am out. Just... Oh, wait, what? How far am I ahead? Okay, I just gained 3.5 seconds from an undercut. That is pretty nuts. Now, Daniel Ricciardo, I've just got better straight line speed, so I'll be going past. Thank you, Danny Rick. I'm going to miss you, bud, but you are a shit driver. Now, we have Pierre Gasly, who is in my way. Do a little dummy. I should have better exits because I've got that fresher tyre. Get round. Nice bit of racecraft there. Lovely stuff. Okay. Managed to clear the traffic. Little bit slow, but not too bad. And now I am actually going to do what the objective says and charge my ERS because I've actually got a bit low. And yeah, the upshot of it is I have gained 3.5 seconds because of the undercut on Leclerc. And now he also has to deal with quite a bit of traffic. So, yeah, bit of a masterclass of a strategy from Fat Krim there. We also have Nico Hulkenberg and Zhou Guanyu to try and clear, but they should stop on this lap, and then it'll just be, it'll be me, Stroll, one of the Mercedes, and Sainz. And that, can my body relax? Thank you very much. So once they all pit, I will, of course, be back into peak. What? Hulkenberg stays out, and so does Zhou Guanyu. Sainz pits. The Aston and Mercedes stay out as well. What is this soft stint that they're cooking up right now? That is outrageous. Right, let's try and close up on Hulky Bear and Zhou Guanyu down this straight. Here I come. Hulkenberg ain't ready. Yes, he is. And actually, I don't know if you could see that. There is a small amount of rain hitting the track, and I've just done exactly what I did to the top two on Hulkenberg and Zhou. Zhou's going to make it a little bit more difficult, but I've got, you know, such a better car on fresher tyres that it's just easy. And look at that. The rain is falling, and that might be why some cars aren't pitting yet, because they know that the rain is coming. Of course, it's going to take, like, 2-3 laps of the rain to actually make any difference on track, but, you know, the rain keeps falling like this. We will have to stop and put on some inters, so, you know, this race is about to get quite spicy if the rain keeps coming. The rain is falling quite hard now, and I won't lie, it is starting to affect, like, the on-track grip. And I think that George Russell and Lance Stroll might have pulled a couple of masterclasses here, and I need to try and catch up. But look at the rain, it is properly affecting me now. And, you know, Russell had a masterclass in real life at Spa with his one-stop strategy. He's doing it again in the game with another masterclass, and you can see the grip has just plummeted. Now, it still isn't ready for inters, but by the end of this lap, I reckon it could be. Which means it's now extremely important to try and get past Lance Stroll so that I go into the pits in P2. But I don't know if that's even doable because of how low the grip is. I think I do have a better straight line speed, so maybe I can just get him down this next straight. But look at the grip. It is so bad. I'm going to box opposite Russell if Russell comes in, I will also come in. Here's Lance Stroll. I need to get by here. I'm going to go round the outside, which probably isn't the best thing to do if we all need to pit. But I have managed to outbrake him. Is Russell in? Russell is out. So I will also be staying out, but that's a horrible step of oversteer. That is bad. And we have a safety car. Oh, wow. Something has happened. I believe it's one of the Red Bulls. Shut up, is that Max Verstappen? Wait, if that's Max Verstappen, that is massive, because that means all the way down in P20. And honestly, I reckon we go into the pits. I mean, the rain is going to keep coming, and we now have a safety car, so I think we need to stop, to be honest. But let's see what Russell does. If Russell, I'm just going to go off the AI. The AI usually know the best. If Russell stays out, I will stay out. Why not? Right, let's see. What is George Russell going to do? Russell is in, therefore I am also going in. Definitely into conditions now. I don't even need the AI to tell me that. I can quite tell. It is time for inters. Now, what is the rest of the field going to do? Are we all going to, like, double stack? Because that could ruin me. Come on, give me good RNG. There's Lance Stroll going by. There's Russell. Great. Come out. Behind Russell. Ahead of Stroll. Everything's cool. And as you can see, pretty much every single driver is stopping, which I believe is definitely the correct call for everyone. So, George Russell, who was quite low down, to be honest, all of a sudden is now in contention for the win, and it's basically between me and Russell and Stroll for the win. And can we believe what we're seeing here? Zhou Guanyu is currently in P4. Pierre Gasly is P5. There is a Haas in P6. One of the Red Bulls is P7. The other one is P20, with, I think, both Ferraris and Lando Norris outside of the points at the moment. This race is bonkers. And yet, somehow, through all of it, I'm still here in second, fighting for the win. No idea how. Now, I might have actually made a little bit of a mistake here, because I should have increased my downforce levels when I stopped. That didn't just cross my mind, and that might be a throw. And if I lose this race, I will be blaming that. Of course, higher downforce in wet conditions is always better, but maybe the straight line speed can save me past Radion and down that straight, but, you know, I have to get close enough first, so that's the target. Just stay with Russell and just try and take him into turn 4? I don't know. At the end of the long straight. And the safety car is coming in on this lap, and we are going to have a 2-lap shootout for the win in rainy conditions. What a race this has been. I genuinely have no idea what to title this episode. I have no clue. There's about 30 different things I can name it. The rain comes down, causes a crazy end. Unbelievable drive gives me win. Title rival drops out of the points. There's so many different things, but let's focus on this restart. Remember, the plan is to stick with Russell and overtake him down the straight. That is the plan. And let's do this thing. When is Russell? He's gone now, and he's done me. I won't lie. I was not expecting him to go there. Now, of course, the grip is going to be quite lower in the rainy conditions, but Russell is gone. That man is not messing about. Through turn 1, let's just hope I have got any form of straight line speed in this machine left. I've got a full tank of overtake, and I am just nowhere near George Russell. And my entire well thought out plan that I spent at least 10 seconds thinking of is slowly falling into the bin. But hang on a minute here, look at this straight line speed. Using all of my overtake down the straight, it's not going to be anywhere near enough, to be honest. And that is attempt 1 of 2 failed. I have managed to not get past George Russell, and this man is cooking. Of course, one thing you have to keep in mind is that I don't even know how to drive in the wet, because this whole weekend has been dry. The AI, they know. So I have to, they don't have that adaptability. They don't have to adapt. I do. Which means I'm going to be quite slow for at least this first lap and just sort of get my bearings. But this is not looking entirely good, although I am sort of sticking with him. Keeping that hot lap ERS on, getting it nice and charged for a final push on the final lap, and I'll just have to send it and hope that I've got it in me. And here we go, the final lap of the Belgian Grand Prix, and Russell seems to just have enough, and my ERS is suddenly just not recharging as it once was. We come through turn 1, and he is just clear. That man is gone. And I have to be careful of Lance Stroll here, because look how quick he is compared to myself. I am so bad in the wet at the moment, and I am actually at risk of losing this second place here. And honestly, like I said, if I just increase my downforce, I probably win this race. Lance Stroll, not enough straight line speed to get past me. And the fight with Russell obviously continues, but it isn't looking all too fantastic at the moment, to be honest. Hang on a minute here on the exit of Sector 2. I've had a really good exit, but look, I've got no overtake left. Oh no! Please! He's right there! I'm getting closer, but I just can't get close enough! No! Into the final bus stop chicane! No! On the exit! Please spin! Bottle it! Do something! No! Please! No! Oh, I've lost it! Oh my goodness, what a race. Oh, you stupid, posh, crumpet-munching twat. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, I can't deny that was a fantastic race and probably best race of the season by some distance, but... Oh, so many things that went wrong there, and honestly, the main three. Number one, if I increase my downforce, I win. If I saved a bit more ERS going into the final sector there, I probably can catch up to Russell quite easily and go for the move. And reason number three, if I didn't bottle that restart, Russell done me halfway through the bus stop chicane, and I just wasn't expecting it from the AI, to be honest. I thought they always went on the exit of the final corner, but there he is. George Russell wins. Just a stupidly chaos race, really. I mean, we take a P2, but we don't really at the same time, because realistically, I had the pace by some distance to go and win. And obviously, if it stayed dry, I was going to win. And... you know, you can't deny that was just the best strategy I've ever seen by George Russell, to stay out until it started raining. The safety car definitely helped, but GG's all round, I guess. Damn. And here is your final finishing order. So as we can see, George Russell takes the win from P10 on the grid. Ayrton Senna finishes second with the fastest lap, and also Max Verstappen was that lead Red Bull, so it was actually Checo Perez that was all the way down in P19. And when did Esteban Ocon move to Sauber? When that happened? I don't know, but anyway, Lando Norris, again, starting within, you know, the top 10, but not really, and dropping outside of the points. Lance Stroll finishes P3 from P11, Pierre Gasly, P15 to P5, Zhou Guanyu, P9 to P4, Hulkenberg, P13 to P7, Porsche, P20 to P9! Like, what? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Here are the standings. So, of course, we are going to extend our lead to 48 points from 37. But it could have been another 8 on top if I won that race. But a lead is a lead and a gain is a gain. And in the Constructors, but yeah, we would also gain by the same amount. So we now lead from 15 points to 26. So it's W's all round. I still think like I should have won that race, but I don't mind really, just because that race was so good. I hope you enjoyed watching it. That's going to be all from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, and I will see you lot next time. Adios. Goodbye.